So what I'm about to demonstrate is going to be a standard warm-up before most of your workouts or most of your exercise activity. If you have an injury that we need to work around, I'll make sure to let you know how to modify this routine. What we're going to do is we'll go through a few different exercises. We're going to start with the world's greatest stretch. We're going to do 6 on each side, and then we're going to go into the side squats, doing 6 on each side, inverted hamstrings, 6 on each side, inchworms, 8 total, hips, hands, hips, 8 total. We'll do ball Ys, ball Ts, and ball Ls, 10 on each, and then we're going to do cube presses for 10 and barn doors for 10 reps. If you're on a level 1 program, go ahead and start with half of the repetitions until your body gets accustomed to the workouts. And then we'll get you back to the full repetitions. Now, if you're just here for checking out what the exercises are, you can scroll down, and at the end of this video, I will leave it up for a minute of what the workout is or what the warm-up exercises are and the suggested repetitions. World's greatest stretch. What this one's going to do is it's going to combine a knee hug with a deep lunge and a thoracic rotation. So you're going to grab that knee, hug it up to your chest as tall as you can, big step forward. Your opposite hand is going to go on the floor, and then you're going to reach up to the ceiling. Stand tall, and then push back to the starting position and switch legs. As you do the knee hugs for the world's greatest stretch, make sure that you keep this knee straight. We don't want to do anything where the body's slouched over. This is not the position you want to be in. Make sure to stand nice and tall and keep that leg strong. And then in full speed, it would just traditionally look like so. The next exercise is going to be side squats. So you're going to stand to the side, you're going to bring the feet fairly wide, wider than shoulder width, and then you're going to initiate this in the hips. The hips are going to go soft and backwards, and then you're going to sit off to one side. Come back up to center, soft hips, and sit out to the other side. As you do this, one leg is going to stay straight, and the other leg is going to bend. As you do the side squats, it's very important that you start with the hips going soft and backwards so that as you go to the side, your knee will stay behind your toe. What most people often do is they start with the knee and the knee goes forward and they start to kind of get a lot of pressure on that knee. You want to make sure that you start with the hips back and sit backwards. The third exercise is going to be an inverted hamstring exercise. You're going to stand on one leg, and then your opposite heel is going to be your counterbalance. It's going to keep you upright. You're going to push that heel as far back as you can, and the sternum is going to go forward. You're going to feel that stretch right here in the hamstring, and then stand up nice and tall. Switch legs. Push that heel backwards. Soft knee. Pushing that heel backwards, feeling that stretch in the hamstring, come back up. Oftentimes, people will start to fall forward on this exercise if they're not pushing this foot far back enough, and they'll kind of lean too far forward, and all the weight pushes them forward. To maintain balance, you're gonna need this heel to go backwards to make sure that there's weight going backwards, keeping you centered over your foot. The next exercise is going to be inchworms. As we do this, we want to make sure that the hands stay cupped. You're going to reach out, walk out into a push-up position, and then keeping your knees as straight as possible, you're going to walk those hands back towards your toes as far as you can without bending the knees, and then walking back out. As you crawl back on the inchworm, you want to make sure to keep the knees as straight as you can and push the hips up high to get a good hamstring stretch. What we don't want to see is to relax and bend the knees. You won't get any hamstring stretch doing the exercise like this. The final leg warm-up exercise is gonna be hips, hands, and hips. You're gonna start with the hands overhead, and then you're gonna sit the hips down, drop the hands to grab the toes, and then lift the hips up. And then repeating that order, hips, hands, and hips. Hips, hands, hips, hips, hands, hips. For the next 3 exercises, we're gonna need an exercise ball. If you don't have one of these, don't worry, I will show you an alternative position that gets you the same exercise. But if you do have one, let's go ahead and bring these out. The first exercise is gonna be a Y. We're gonna be on the ball and our hands are gonna make a Y shape like the YMCA dance. So chest on the ball, feet wide, and then make a Y. T's are gonna have the same position, but you're gonna go into a T motion instead. L's are gonna be in the same position, but you're gonna be doing a rotation to create an L shape in the elbow. If you don't have an exercise ball, you can get the same position by being in a kneeling position and then leaning the sternum towards your knees and then doing the same exercises with Y's, T's, and L's. The final 2 exercises, the cube press and the barn doors, you'll have little small weights if you have them available. I don't recommend anything larger than 2.5 or 5 pounds on this exercise. And if you don't have small weights like that, it's okay. Just go through the motions. They're very small weights. They're insignificant. They're just give us a little bit more recruitment if we do have them. Cube press, you're gonna shrug, rotate like a scarecrow, and then press up to the ceiling. And then let those slide on down. Shrug, scarecrow, press, slide. Shrug, scarecrow, press, and slide. Barn doors, we're gonna go ahead and take the weights here, elbows bent at 90 degrees, and then we're gonna swing the barn doors open. This one's gonna start to work the back muscles, the back of the shoulder, and stretch out the chest. And now you're ready to work out.